Our next guest is a good friend of mine, and San Diego's very own funny man, Mike Vinn, is here. Mike, what's up, buddy?
Nothing much. Just living life, enjoying it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So this is your prep for Conan, right? You're doing Conan in
sound like that.
Three, 4 weeks from now?
Well, we're working out details
right
now. You know, the final details, like submitting tape, talking to management.
All that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm glad that I could be the launch pad for you,
Of course.
on the show here.
Of course.
Now, you've been running the Comedy Store now in La Jolla for 8 years plus?
Something like that. I started out as a door guy, seating people and throwing people out when they got too drunk. And then I got moved into days answering phones and then started talent coordinating and stuff like that and doing a bunch of promotions. So I'm technically the promotions manager, local talent coordinator, house MC person. So,
That's it?
That's it.
That's all. Okay.
No, not too much.
Not too much. But you also are a comedian.
Yep.
You get a lot of stage time over there as well,
yeah.
which is great. I've seen your act many times. I mean, actually, I saw you years and years ago before we met.
I know, right?
I knew who you were. I was like, this guy's funny. He's not from around here. I could tell that. You're from Chicago.
Yep. Born and raised in Chicago. Came out here when I joined the Marine Corps. I hate winter time. San Diego does not have winter. So I was like, I'm staying. And that's
it.
That's it. That's it.
So what's new for Mike Vinn these days?
Let's see. Well, I just celebrated my 3rd anniversary with my girlfriend.
Congratulations.
So that just happened. Thank you. Don't congratulate me. Congratulate her. Let's face it. Anniversaries, those dates are for women. Those are for the ladies. They care about the anniversary. They care about how long, we've been together. Guys look at it from a different angle. We don't care so much about how long we've been together. We just care that we're still together.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Like all the dumb stuff we do, we want to look over our shoulder and be like, "Oh, you still in this with me? All right, let's go. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going. Thank you." Now, I also understand that you like to hike, or you're a hiker.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Well, here's the thing. We are big hikers, and and I ended up getting last year for anniversary. I ended up getting my girlfriend a dog. It's like white, fluffy little half Maltese,
big commitment.
half
That's a big
Shih
present,
Tzu.
Mike.
Yeah, it's our little fur baby. You know what I mean? Like it just runs around. It's a little scamper, little like Muppet looking dog, right? And because we bring this dog everywhere we go, we brought it on a hike with us. It was like 5 miles straight up a mountain like this.
Brought the dog.
We brought the dog, little fluffy Muppet dog. 5 steps into the hike, dog lays down. It's like, yeah, I ain't doing this. No, like, this is not happening. So I go to teach it, like how to walk up a mountain. I start pulling the leash. My girlfriend freaks out on me. She's like, "Babe, what are you doing?" I was like, "I'm teaching the dog how to walk." She's like, "No, you're not. You're dragging it." I was like, "Well, that's how they learn." You know what I mean? Like,
He's gonna get sick of getting dragged.
exactly, right? It's got to move your feet, So I'm like, "What do you want me to do with it?" She's like, "Carry it." I'm like, "I'm not carrying a white fluffy dog up 5 miles a mountain." You know what I mean? It's embarrassing. So I'm like, "That's not happening." She goes, "Well, just put it in your backpack, right?" And I didn't have like a real backpack. I had like a little cinch bag.
A fanny pack.
Yeah, well, no, it was a cinch bag. Right? It was just those once you pull the strings and it closes at the top.
Gotcha.
And just had bottles of water in there. So I'm like, fine. I put the dog in that, put it on the front of my body like it's some jacked up baby Bjorn. Right? To walk 5 miles up a mountain while people with real dogs are walking past us talking. That's just, right? Oh my God. Yeah, she thought it was the cutest thing she'd ever seen in her life. So she pulled out her phone, started snapping pictures of it, posted them online, and she gave me the caption. She took a picture of it, posted online with the caption, "He used to be tough." Right?
Hashtag.
Yeah. And then she tags me in it.
Nice.
So all her friends see it, and all my friends see it too.
That's beautiful.
It
Well,
is.
congratulations
Thank you.
on that 3-year anniversary. That's part of it right
Yeah,
there, right?
it is. That's what you do. That's what you do when you're in love. You spoil them.
Yeah, I was gonna say you spoil her. I mean, at least I've heard some of the stories. You're a spoiler.
I spoil her so much that it's a legitimate concern of hers that if something were to happen to me.
She's actually worried about you.
Yeah, we're on a picnic, and she looks at me and she's like, "Babe, you spoil me so much. Like, if something were to happen to you, I don't know what I would do, how I would survive." Like, I told her, I was like, "You'd probably have to go to like a woman's sanctuary or something like that, like a place where you can go to relearn how to do normal everyday things."
Yes,
Like you can't take a lion out of the jungle,
Right.
put him in captivity, like 10 years later, release him back in the jungle. It's going to die.
Right.
Right. Same thing with the woman's, like the spoiled girl sanctuary. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
this is where you take them to reteach them how to do things like cook.
You should open that.
Yeah,
That'd be a good
yeah,
business
right.
idea.
Cook, clean, use their own money, stuff like that. You know? And then for the ones who can't be rehabilitated, we'll have like adoption events, like outside bowling alleys and sports bars and stuff. You know, all of a sudden your friend Bob like shows up with some new girl. It's like, oh my god, like where did you meet her? Like who is she? Like, oh, this is Tiff. She's a rescue. You know, just,
Who rescued who?
right? Exactly. But yeah, so that's my life.
That's
what's
pretty
going
cool,
on.
man. Yeah, you have a very interesting gig, man. Because working at the Comedy Store, I mean, the world famous Comedy Store.
Oh my god, so much
La Jolla.
history.
You see, and you see so many famous people who come there on the weekends to do their comedy acts. I'm just curious, like, who's the coolest cat you've ever met? Like, 'cause famous people have a reputation for being sort of stuck up or short with people or rude sometimes. Who's the coolest cat you've ever met?
Oh man, there's so many of them. Like, okay, like there's people like Ahmed Ahmed and Steve Byrne and Brett Ernst and Steve Renazizi and all these people. Like after the shows, we would all go out, and like the whole staff would go out, and a lot of times they would just slap their card on the bar and be like, all these people, all 20 of these people, all the comics and all the staff that came out tonight, they're on me.
Wow.
And they would just pop it down. Cheech and Chong were really cool. They were really nice. Tommy Chong actually gave weed. I don't know if I could say that out loud or not, but he,
Sure you can.
Yeah, I just did. But he gave people weed. Whitney Cummings is always nice, but she's a workaholic.
Okay.
Like she comes out, gets some coffee, gets some water and stuff like that, but she's always in the green room, always writing, and she's always like plucking away, but she's busy. You know, she's got
she is busy.
shows upon shows and specials to write, and
She
so
really
she's,
blew up.
yeah. Well, I mean, I remember her when she was nobody. Like before she was on the roast, I think it was the roast of Joan Rivers, when she was just like her first headlining spot in La Jolla and stuff like that. I was a door guy, seating people, and like she would just be in the green room just writing and just writing and just writing. So a lot of people think she's stuck up, but she's not.
She's
just a workaholic.
Focused.
She's focused.
There's a big difference. So
That's
tell me,
a huge difference.
I'm sure you've met some real a-holes in your time as well.
I still work with them. They still come down every now and again.
Can you name names, or is that a problem?
That's a problem. That's like, well, here's the thing. Like,
I had to ask.
there's this one guy, not to name a name, but he always came down. He was very much just a straight jerk. You know, he was very like controlling. Things had to be a certain way. He was always upset. But then after a while, he changed. You know, and then he, like, I guess he realized that he wasn't as big as he thought he was, or, you know, like his career wasn't going to take off. So, like, you know, you got to be nicer to the people. But yeah, he just started. It seemed like he started caring. You know what I mean? And people could always change.
They can.
You know, they can always like decide that what they're doing is wrong and work for better. So I want to give that person the benefit of the doubt. But in the beginning, he was just a jerk.
Mike, I've seen some amazing people at the Comedy Store. I've seen Rowdy Piper, which, by the way,
I was on that show.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
By the way,
one of the nicest people. You were there for the pizza party.
Yeah.
He did that with his own money.
Did he?
With his own money. He's like, you know what? Let's have a pizza party.
That's awesome.
And he just brought pizzas
For everybody. That guy was amazing on stage. I mean, the first thing he did, he comes out and chugs a rock star, the whole thing. So he doesn't say a word. Roddy Piper comes on the stage, doesn't say anything. Someone brings him a rock star, he cracks it, and then just chugs the whole thing, smashes the can, and the whole place goes crazy. It was awesome. I was like, wow, this guy, he's really bringing it tonight.
Yeah.
The show was awesome, too.
Oh, yeah. It was one of the funnest shows I've ever been a part of.
Yeah.
So, and one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life.
Fantastic stuff.
So
a couple of big topics out there. I
Okay.
just want to get your take real quick. So we're almost out of time. A couple of things that happened recently. You know, we've got Donald Trump in the news. He's out there, you know, talking a lot. Supreme Court finally stepped up for gay marriage.
Yes, they did.
Any opinions on any of this hot topic stuff?
Trump's an idiot. God, I hope the rest of America sees it the same way. I know that black people, Hispanic people, and Democrats will all be like, forget him.
Mm-hmm.
But with gay marriage, I'm happy it got passed.
Yeah.
I really am. I really am happy. Like, you know, like I believe that gay people have the right to be just as miserable as straight people. No, just kidding. But I mean, like, you know, like if they really want to do something, like if the Christians and the Republicans really want to hurt the gay people, they should make gay divorce illegal. You know what I mean? Like, no, you're stuck now. You guys aren't going anywhere. You made your choice.
I'm going to do this. It's for life.
It's for life. It's like God intended.
Divorces are illegal.
Yeah, right?
Maybe that'll be the next thing. Maybe you just gave him a great idea.
Exactly. And that's why Kim Davis is so mad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they're actually finding somebody who they're going to spend the rest of their life with.
Yeah.
Right? And she's, divorced 4 or 5 times now? Something like that?
Several times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not too up on the Kim Davis drama, but I know she's back on her job. Somehow she still has a job. I don't know how you can get thrown in jail for something you do on the job and still have a job.
Yeah, right?
I've never heard of anything like that before. But she's the one person who has that.
The one person.
And so she's back on the job and refusing again to issue licenses.
Well, but she's not going to stand in the way of other people from doing their job.
Is that what it is?
That's the stipulation.
That was the stipulation.
She's been there for 20 years or something like that.
Yeah,
and
27 years.
Whatever. She's just bitter. She's bitter. She's not going to find a guy as good looking as the other guys are finding. Plus the guys that the other guys are finding can cook and clean and do all that other stuff and and drink like a normal human being. The guys she's finding are drinking and divorcing or sobering up. I'm like, what did I do?
I gotta get out of this.
I gotta get out of this relationship.
Buddy man, Mike Vinn, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate your time. Look forward to seeing you at the Comedy Store soon.
Yeah.
Stick around for more Smarter San Diego TV, where we guarantee to make you smarter than everyone else.